Hi guys, welcome to a new vlog. Today I'm actually going to be doing a weekend vlog of reading some of my more nostalgic books that I've hauled over the last couple of weeks, months. So we've got quite a few here. I'm just going to do a quick run through of kind of what I've got. I'm hoping to read as many of these as possible. So yeah, this is like all Disney and one Nickelodeon book, but primarily Disney. So we've got a Lizzie McGuire, a Camp Rock, we've got a High School Musical, we've got a few Wizards of Waverly Place, we have a few Hannah Montana, another Hannah Montana, we've got a Zoe 101, and then a Cheetah Girls book. So I think I'll be able to get through a good chunk of these. They only take, if you really sit down, these maybe would only take you an hour to read. As an adult. And so yeah, I'm gonna do a little follow along reading vlog. We have no other plans this weekend, so I thought it would be perfect. Hopefully the weather is nice so I can sit out in my hammock. So yeah, I'm starting to film this on the Friday evening, so we're gonna hopefully have a barbecue this evening, just a little one, me and Darren, and we'll be walking the dogs over the weekend. So aside from that and maybe a bit of baking, no other plans. So full reading dedication time, and then like when I'm baking or doing bits that I can't physically be reading, I will probably have on in the background the corresponding like episode from Disney Plus. So yeah, I'm going to decide which book I want to start with. My bookmark is this one. My friend Michelle got this for me. She lives in Canada, and this is from Bookmarks by Alicia, or Alicia, however she pronounces it. But yeah, it's just like a laminated bookmark. Really like it. I will maybe start with... Should we start with Camp Rock? I feel like that's a good place to start. So some of these are... Well, actually, I think all of these are probably going to be direct. Aside from High School Musical, I think these are all direct sort of TV or film to book transcripts. Like this is Camp Rock, the book of the film. So this is just maybe a little shortened down, but the direct film in book format. And this one has pictures as well. So yeah. Let's jump in, let's kick off this reading vlog. And shall we predict how many I'm going to get through? I'm going to say 8. That feels like a solid number. Let's see what we can do. Here's the start of the dog content for the weekend. Hi, Blue. Look at your little tail. Hi. Oh, hi. Why'd you stop, Bubby? Why'd you stop? Oh. And here's Winnie. Hello, Queen. Hello, my Queen. Oh, hello. Hello, my audience, my fans. We're just in the hammock. Thank you, Winnie. Yes. So this is where I will be.
Hello. Oh, so it's blue. I can smell it. I can smell it.
Where is he? Where's Boosh? So, start of the book, immediate differences between the film and the book. They obviously shorten things for the book, but they also have made up little bits, like the reason Shane Grey quit Connect 3, why the tour got cancelled because of his coffee. That's not mentioned in the film, so I feel there's going to be some slight differences. Obviously they're going to condense it, take out some character dialect, but yeah, interesting straight off the bat that they have changed things to kind of fit the novel better, if you see what I mean. And yeah, Winnie is here. Hi, Baloo. Hi. There's our little barbecue treat. Here are the savages. What are you two looking for? Blue?
Just drop some, please. Drop some. Drop some.
Winnie?
Make my day, that will.
Oh.
It'll make your day, right?
Where are you going? Anything round here? Paul? High five. High five, Winnie. Good girl. Here you go. Where's Blue? 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 Come here then. What's this? Choo. It's like there is steak there. Here, Blue. Excuse me. Oh, come on then. Come on then. Sit. Spin. Spin. Oh, careful. Spin. Good boy. Here you go. We've come inside because it's chilly and we finished dinner, and just this line here. We're Connect 3 connected. If you know, you know who said that line. Come here then. Come here. Wow. Wow. Hang on. Whoa. Right, sit. Calm down. Take you for a walkie walk. Come here,
Awake.
Oh, come in. Whoa, steady girl. Hi, hi. Just have it a sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh. We're sniffing, Blue. Let me sniff. Oh, Winnie. Oh, God. Oh. Winnie. I just want to get wet. I can get my wet toes over everyone now.
I'm not going. Hello, do you want to put your feet in the water? What happened?
So I have read the book, me and Darren have watched the film, and obviously it was what I expected. It's a very good little 5-star book. Like I said, what is so funny about that?
This is.
As I said earlier, there was a couple little bits here and there that was slightly different from the film, like where they had like the pajama party. That scene in the book is outside, but in the film they're in a cabin. And at the end, when Mitchie does her big number, in the book she starts it and fluffs it up, but in the film she doesn't. So there's a couple differences. Overall, it's pretty much the same. You don't get any of the song lyrics in the book, which I think's a shame. And also, we were watching the film and there's a end scene that I'd completely sort of forgotten about, that's set 3 months later. Not in the book either. But yeah, it was nice to have a little throwback, and I'll have to find the second book. And then I think there's about 3 other sort of obviously film scripts. They're just completely new script books that I'll have to try and find as well. Yeah, that's that. So I think we're going to head off to bed. It's about 10:30, so I will go and pick another book to read in bed. We got I'm snoozy. Snoozy. Blue, you snoozy too? Boosh, want to go bed? Go bed? Yep, I do. We'll go bed. Bye. So I'm in bed and I have picked a Zoe 101 book. So we're doing a complete flip and going from Disney Channel to the only Nickelodeon book that I have to read. This is Dramarama. So I'm assuming there's going to be 2 parts to this, like there was for the last book I read. This is the one where Zoe gets the main part in the school, I think playing an alien if I remember rightly, and she has to kiss Logan. So yeah, but it doesn't really tell you about the second part. So I will see how much I can read of this tonight. Might not update you until the morning. It's the nightly biscuit time. Oh, here comes Madam, very delicate, very demure, very mindful. Here, Boo. Come here then. Comes the savage. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Just, okay. Just take that, thank you. Here, Boosh. Have it go. This little stossel. Okay. Oh, gone. The tide is setting in, so I probably won't read much of this. Good morning. It is Saturday, and it is about 10:45. Nice, chilled line this morning, but it is going to be hot this weekend, so it did get hot, and I want to start reading. So, Zoe 101. Dramarama. So I read about 34 pages last night, and now in the front page I did find out that it does give you like a little summary of what episodes it's based on. So it actually says the first half is based on defending Dustin, and the second half is about the play, which is what is written on the back. So it's interesting. I find with all of these Disney Channel books, they only will blurb on the back one of the episodes and one of the parts that it has in the book. So yeah, it's a bit odd that way, but yeah, the first half and the bit that I'm reading so far is Zoe is trying to defend Dustin. He's very smart with his maths at school, and he's gotten in trouble with like this 8th grader who's, I guess, bullying him into doing his homework. I've got some washing on if you can hear that. So yeah, that's as far as I am. This does not feel like it's going to take me very long. I mean, this is one of the shorter sort of novels. This is only like 100 pages, so I'll fly through that, and then I'll head on to Paramount to find the 2 episodes that it corresponds to. So yeah, I think I'm going to make some breakfast, and I got these. If you've not tried this, I would highly recommend it if you're in the UK. It is the Just Roll Cinnamon Swirl Kits. You basically make cinnamon buns. Let me put my oven on. And yeah, we have found this is like the best one to keep on hand and have as like a weekend treat. We've tried like M&S freezer ones, we've tried Tesco freezer ones, and this seems to be the best that we've come across. And it was out of stock for quite a while, so I bought 2 of them actually to keep because they have quite long dates on them. So yeah, and they do remind me of like what you would see in America, where they come in the little tins. So and I always do extra icing because I never think they give you enough in the little pots. Oh, hang on a minute, have they changed this? Now I know why it was off the shelves. It's because they've changed this. Does it say new recipe? This used to be like actual smooth cinnamon, like a paste that you would just spread out, and now it's sugar. I feel like that's sort of trade description of the fact that they've not put new recipe on the front. We'll see how it is. If I don't like it, oh, just roll, you'll be getting a complaint. Right, I'm gonna do that, catch up with you in a bit. I'll let you know how they get on. So this is my hammock setup, which I imagine I'll spend quite a bit of time in, providing next door's kids aren't out too much screaming, because that is the summer battle. Yeah, we've got an umbrella. I do sort of move it to keep it in the shade because I am pale, but we've got the score out for the first time, very pleased. And yeah, it is a lovely blue day. Okay, so we're gonna check on the cinnamon rolls. I will say they smell exactly the same, so hopefully just as good. I'm gonna leave them in a minute longer while I just tell you where I'm at with the book. I'm halfway through the book. I think I've just finished the first episode, the one about Dustin getting bullied. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it is just like the episode, so I don't want to keep kind of repeating myself, but it is. And I think I'll enjoy watching that one on Paramount because I really like the Zoe 101, and I know it's kind of tainted now with like all the scandals that came out, and I've not watched Zoe 102, so maybe I will do that if I have time this weekend. But yeah, all my batteries are finished charging, so that's good. So yeah, we're gonna get these cinnamon rolls out. I can't eat them straight away, I will let them cool and then ice them when I'm getting hungry. So these are gonna be more so like lunch, I think, by the time they come out. So this is what they look like. I think they might, I don't know, if you like a sugary cinnamon donut, like you're gonna like these, like a cinnamon twist. But if you like the more maybe softer ones, I don't know. We shall see once I've put the ice on, because that is crucial for this taste test. So we've got my cinnamon roll. Probably would have liked a little bit more icing on it, but it is what it is. And I've got the first episode of this Dramarama book on Paramount. I've made myself a nice coffee. Winnie is here keeping guard. Winnie? What are you doing? Hi. Winnie. Hi. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. So, I will have a bite and give you my verdict. So, update, I have finished the book. I finished my cinnamon roll, and I finished watching that episode of, what was it called? Defending Dustin, I think. Yeah, Defending Dustin. So, the TV episode, really good. The cinnamon roll, not so good. Like, the sugar now makes it, like, crunchy and gritty. Like, it's still good. It's still probably one of the better ones I've had, but it was just elite with the paste. So, looking at comments on, like, Instagram, people are also not happy, but, you know, we're going on a tangent there. So, I have finished this book. I would say it was alright. Like, I'm never, like, particularly blown. I mean, this is my second 01 book I've read. They don't blow me away. They pretty much are just the episodes. There was, like, one slight difference with one sentence location in the first half of the book, but aside from that, it's pretty much spot on. I just don't think some of the humour translates quite as well in these books. I don't know. The Lizzie McGuire ones, I feel like the humour does translate. For some reason, they don't in this. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick another book to read. I've got the second part of this, the Alien play bit, to watch on Paramount, and I think I'm gonna head outside now and feel the sway of the hammock. So the next book I've decided to read is Haywire. This is a Wizards of Waverly Place. This is the second book. I read the first one the other day, and let me see which episodes this covers. So at the front it says part 1 is based on the episode I Almost Drowned in a Chocolate Fountain, and part 2 is based on Curb Your Dragon. So from those titles I don't really remember those episodes. It says Sweet Revenge. What's worse than failing your Spanish test? If you're Alex Russo, that's having your parents find out. Now she can't go on a date with super cute Riley until she passes her makeup exam. But with the help of a pocket elf, a tiny magical creature who has in-depth knowledge on every subject, she's able to cheat her way to an A and keep her date with Riley. But her brothers Justin and Max decide to team up with the pocket elf to teach her a lesson she'll never forget. Will Alex's date be memorable or major disaster? So that doesn't really tell me which episode that is, but obviously that's only one half, so I will have a read through. These ones do have pictures in them. The pictures are a bit weird because some of them are like directly taken from the episodes and some of them are like cast pictures. Yeah, I'm going to head out to the hammock and read this. So I'm about 20 pages in of this, and the first bit is about when Alex fails her Spanish test and she wants to go on a date with Riley, and they find out about pocket elves. And I do remember this TV show episode where she tries to capture the pocket elf and take it with her, and the pocket elf goes crazy. Spoiler. I think it would be really interesting. I think I find these probably better because I've already watched the TV shows. Like, I know the characters, I know what they're saying, I know how they say it, I know their humour. Whereas I think if you had just picked up any of these books, then they might not come across quite as good. Some of the humour doesn't translate, like I said earlier, and some of the sort of like the mannerisms that they do in the show, I can still remember them doing. I don't know if I said, I think I probably will give that Zoe 101 like 3 stars maybe. It was just okay. So yeah, I'm going to continue reading this from my hammock. Here she is. Hi girl. Hi girl. You wanna come out? You wanna come out? Come on now. Come on. Come on, Moozle. Hi. Hi girl. She loves to just sit in the sun. Come on in. At least there's a nice breeze for you today. We'll take you out later. It's a bit hot to walk them, I think, so we'll take them out sort of when it gets a bit cooler this evening. Woozle. And I'm gonna have to get up and get her out of that in a minute. This is actually my 40th book of the year that I've read and hits my Goodreads target, so that's an accomplishment for this weekend. I would give this book 3 stars. We already knew about the first part of the book. The second part was how the kids ended up buying a magical dragon / dog, and they kind of got scammed into buying it. It was an okay plot line. I wouldn't say it was one of the more famous, like both of the stories in this are probably not some of the most iconic TV episodes, so that's why I only gave it 3 stars. I will probably do a little bit of catch up and try and watch some of the TV episodes, so I've got one of the Zoe 101s and then these 2 episodes, and I've actually got 2 other episodes of Wizards that I didn't watch when I read the first book of this series, so yeah. I'm going to probably do a little bit of TV watching, and then I will go pick up my 4th book. 4th book? Yeah, Camp Rock, Zoe 101, this one. So yeah, we're doing well. Halfway there to what I thought my target was going to be.
Play, right? Yeah, so? So, if it's bugging you that much, go change it. Change it, write a different ending. I can get rid of the kiss. That's what I'm saying. Michael, you and my friend are a genius in short pants.
So as you can tell, I have my lunch here. This is the next one I'm going to read. I'm kind of alternating between TV shows. So we've got the second book for the Hannah Montana. Got Zoe 101 playing. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. It is coming up to 2 o'clock. Where has that time gone? Yeah, let's jump into this and eat up. So I've finished watching Zoe 101. I'm just trying to watch Wizards of Waverly Place, and I'm having a look at the episodes. And the book, like the first book, which I haven't shown in this video, but I already read that a couple of days ago. It covered the crazy 10-minute sale and when Alex learns to fly the magic carpet. Now, looking at the episodes, the crazy 10-minute sale is the first episode, but the carpet one is not until like the 6th episode. So I noticed this with Hannah Montana. They didn't like start right at like the first episode. Like the first book of Hannah Montana is not the first episode of the show, which is weird. because you think that would be the case, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it why they do it, for whatever continuity purposes, or maybe there are books that I'm just missing that are kind of brought out as a standalone and then they did one through however many. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, so I'm going to watch some Wizards of Waverly Place and then I will jump into my Hannah Montana book.
Edgevano, you toothless.
Good. Thank you, Justin. That is how you execute the duplication spell properly. Real rabbit, duplicate rabbit, real... It's... Anyway, there's two now.
Book 4, Super Sneak, is complete. The first episode is about their dad going dating for the first time. So it's based on... Oh, it just says based on the episode. That doesn't help us. So yeah, well, the first one's when her father is trying to date and they sneak out to the cinema. The second part is when Miley goes on a date, but the guy that she likes does not like Hannah Montana. She's trying to convince him otherwise. Meanwhile, Jackson gets into some trouble with his best mate's sister. So yeah, I really enjoy this. I think the humour does translate quite well through these ones, and yeah, I was always quite a big Hannah Montana fan anyway, so yeah, really easy to fly through. That's book 4 done. So the fifth book I've chosen is Oh Brother, which is the Lizzie McGuire one. Again, this will have 2 parts, 2 episodes. I've also got a nice lolly. Lizzie McGuire's in a bind, handcuffed to an annoying brother. Yeah, so I guess that's going to be one part, and then we will find out what the other part is. Hi, Will. Hi. Hi. Hello, you want to come up? Come on in. Come on in. Up. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm very cute. So I'm in the first part of the book where they get handcuffed to each other, and yeah, it's pretty good so far. I don't really remember the TV episode, so it kind of feels like I'm reading a new story in a way, but yeah, it is 5 o'clock, so the dogs are probably wanting their dinner, and yeah, it's been just a beautiful weather all day. We're gonna take the dogs down to the water probably in a couple of hours, like around 7 when it cools down a bit.
You know the one on the bus bench in front of the library?
Your dad's dating a homeless real estate lady? Whoa, that's weird. She sells houses, but she doesn't have one.
So it's coming up to 7 o'clock and I've just finished my 5th book of the weekend. So this was Oh Brother, one of the Lizzie McGuire ones. So in the first part we had Matt and Lizzie chained together by accident with handcuffs, and they have to learn to get along. And then in the second part, not only at the school they're having to do like this mural of putting their hands in paint and like all working together, but also back at home a pipe has burst in Matt's room and Lizzie and Matt now have to share a room. So again, they're having to try and work together. And what I like about these Lizzie books is they do try and put sort of 2 stories together that have kind of a similar running theme through them. So I would give this 5 stars. There was lots of bits in it that I remembered watching from the TV show, so it would be nice to rewatch those shortly. But me and Darren are now going to go and take the dogs out, take them down to the water. Now it's cooled down a bit, and then we'll come back and have some dinner. So we'll take you along. Hi, Boosh. Winnie, Winnie, eating something. He's a good boy. So we are back from walking the dogs and we're having a very basic little dinner, very nostalgic dinner to fit of little Chicky Dippers. And my 5th book is going to be Heart to Heart, which is a High School Musical one. And I think these are like original stories, so yeah, I will read that and see what that's about. So we follow in this book, it's set around Valentine's Day, and they have to come up with some sort of fundraising event for a charity. And much like the first book I read, it kind of splits up between like the girls and the boys. So it's like all of the athletic people on the basketball team and then all the academic girls. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure if that happens in every book. Troy and Gabriella are obviously doing their thing where they don't know what to get to for each other. They don't know how much, like, how serious they should take Valentine's. So yeah, it is quite a cheesy plot line, I feel, this one, but we're going with it. Yeah, damn. Also thought I'd show you, we got and I also just made some little Rice Krispie cakes, or actually cornflake clusters with little marshmallows in them. So I've come up to bed now. It's about 10:15 and I am going to tuck in for the night. I need to put the sheets on the bed because we washed them today, so I'm going to put on some Lizzie McGuire to watch at the same time, keeping in the nostalgia theme, and then maybe read a bit more of my book. I'm not sure I'm going to read much more of it tonight because I am pretty tired. I'm not overly into this book. I wasn't the first High School Musical book I read, to be honest, either. That, like I said, they're brand new stories, so take some time to sort of get into them. I mean, the characters seem like fairly true to the films, but just, I don't know, I'm not gelling with them as much as some of the others. So yeah, this might be my last update of the night, I'm not sure, and if it is, I'll see you tomorrow. So I am all cozied in bed, as you can tell by my pineapple hair, and I've finished my 6th book, which is Heart to Heart, one of the High School Musical ones, and it was really cheesy. It was very, like, everything wrapped up nicely in the end, like, it was really predictable. So yeah, I probably only gave this 3 stars, but it was interesting to say the least. That is me 6 books down for today, so to hit my target of what I thought I was going to do of 8, I've only got 2 more to read, so I think we're going to smash this out tomorrow. Tomorrow's plans very similar today, obviously, and I think I might bake a cake because I kind of made those cornflake clusters for Darren because he didn't like so much of the cake that I'm going to be baking tomorrow. And yeah, mostly the books that I've got left I think are Hannah Montana and Wizards of Waverly Place. So yeah, we're gonna smash through these, and I've also updated my Goodreads total for the year. I wanted to read 40 and obviously I smashed that today, so I've upped that to 60, which I think I'll probably get through anyway, especially obviously with reading all of these. So yeah, so I think I'll set it at 60 and then probably just leave it and see where I go from there. But I thought, seeing as we're not even halfway through the year, I should probably up it. So yeah, I will see you in the morning. Bye. Good morning. So it's actually the afternoon. It's 12:30 and I maybe only got up half an hour ago. Yeah, real Sunday lazy line. I have not had a line like that in quite some time, so I must have needed it, so I really lent into it. But we're back to the point of this weekend, and that is reading. So obviously I read 6 books now, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've got 6 more that I could try and get through today. I'm gonna see if I can. Not sure I will, because obviously I'm half a day down already, and I did read one of them on Friday night. But we're going to try and power through as many of these as we can. We've got Wizards, Hannah Montana, and 1 Cheetah Girls 2 book. So yeah, it's going to be primarily Hannah and Wizards today. I would have liked a little bit more variety on my second day, because I think they do get a little bit repetitive, and Wizards don't seem to be my favourite. Hannah Montana books are pretty good, but yeah, so I think I'm going to really focus on the reading, not watch the corresponding episodes today, but maybe like later in the week, just so I can really power through these, because they are like 20-minute episodes, aren't they? So what shall I start with? Should we start with the Wizards one? Or should we start? Let's start with the Hannah one, because we've got the most of those. So I will go for number 3 to try and keep it somewhat uniform, but there will be a jump in the numbers of these. So this one is Face Off. This, obviously, I'm assuming there is 2 parts to this, but one part I can see from the pictures what the second part is. The first part is when Hannah gets a contract with like a big skincare brand, and they put the big billboard up and it's got a big spot on her face. So that, I guess, is the first part. The second part, I've just had a look at the pictures that you'd get with this inside, and unlike the Wizards ones, you do get like every photo is from the actual episode. The second part is when they all go camping, and everything pretty much goes wrong. So yeah, let's crack on. I'm just going to go and get myself a little snack, and by that I mean some brunch, and yeah, we will probably head back outside to do some more reading. Winnie's already got her place in the sun. Yes, you need to come out because you'd be hot, girly. You'd be a hot dog. Yeah, you'd be a hot dog. I've just finished reading Face Off, and I really enjoyed it. I do like the Hannah Montana one. So like I said, the first one was when she gets the billboard go up with a big spot on it, and she has to try and teach Lily a lesson, but also learn a lesson herself. And then in the second one, again, she learns a lesson when she goes camping, and she has to sort of rise above the Amber and Ashley who torment her and Lily at school. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Is that my 7th book now? So I will go and probably pick up a Wizards book next, just to sort of keep it uniform. So this is the next book I've decided to read, Top of the Class, and this is actually, it's kind of like just one story, because it is part 1 and part 2 of Wizard School. So I guess this is a little bit later on in the series, I would have thought. You can tell I've got this sort of vintage, it's got someone's little name written in it. But yeah, so I will read that. Winnie is perched in the sun now, in the shade rather. And yeah, it's coming up to 2 o'clock. So I have finished Top of the Class, and yeah, it took me about 40 minutes, as I sort of thought. These tend to take sort of like an hour to read. So yes, so it covers the 2 episodes. Basically, Justin is signed up to summer school at WizTech, and the Russo parents feel that Alex should go along as well, and she obviously doesn't want to be there over summer, but she tries to help Justin to keep his powers, because he enters this tournament, and their teacher, Dr. Evelini, wants to steal his powers. So needless to say, she tries and stops that. And so yeah, this was quite good. I did enjoy the plot line, I think, because I couldn't really remember it. I was more sort of interested in it. So yeah, that is book 7, I think. So we'll probably go back to another Hannah Montana book now, I think. So I'm going to probably go and get a little snack, but just before I do, I will show you the next book I am reading. So it's Hannah Montana, Truth or Dare. This is number 4, and let's see what this is about, if I can remember. So I think the first part is when Oliver gets a crush on a girl, and then the second part looks like when her dad tries to get her a present and he gets her the infamous cat sweater. So yeah, I will probably again fly through this. I would probably give the Last Wizards book like a 4-star, because I did enjoy it maybe more so than the others. But yeah, I will go and probably get something to eat and then read this, and then after this I might take a break, might bake a cake. And I'm doing probably better than I thought. The last book was actually the 8th book, so this will be the 9th book that I read. Baloo has awoken from his slumber inside. He will probably go for a wee now, but here is some Baloo content. Oh yeah, great. Oh, here's Winnie. Oh, I will also cock my leg even though I'm a girl. Funny. So funny. Baloo! Hi, Winnie. Boo! Hi, Boosh! Hello, Booshy! Hello, Mr. Boosh! Hi! Hi! Yeah, hi! Oh, jealous girl. Oh, she's jealous. Let me love you. Do you have to sniff each other's beds? Come here, madam. I just watered my plants. Just have a little break. Yeah. But so far, book is good. And Oliver is trying to ask the girl out on a date and not having much success. So I have finished Truth or Dare. I don't think I like this as much as the other Hannah book that I've read today. It was still good, but I think I enjoyed the other one slightly better. First part, where she sort of almost meddles in Oliver's relationship, and then in the second part where she tries to persuade her dad to buy her a piece of clothing for her birthday, and he totally goes against it. So yeah, 2 okay stories. Again, with all these books, you're going to like them a lot more if you were fans of the TV shows. Like, if you're literally just picking these up on a whim now, they probably are not going to have the same level of nostalgia and interest. I mean, you could still, like, pick these up for, like, preteens as sort of new books, but I feel like the whole point of reading these now is, like, to keep on the nostalgic element. So that is that book. So I've got 3 books left. I've got 1 Hannah, 1 Wizards, and then I have the Cheetah Girls one. I'm actually going to stop and I think I'm going to make a cake because I feel like doing something slightly different, and then I can watch some of the TV episodes whilst I'm doing that. Winnie has been a little bit sickles. Honey girl, what's the matter, girly whirly? You're not been very well. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on her, but yeah, I'm gonna go bake a cake and I will show you what I make. Here's a little bit of Baloo Cam, because he's been with Darren for most of the day. He's like, I don't want to be held. I don't want to be held, go. Just let me go. Oh, is that nice? Oh, the hackles. So this is the recipe that I'm making. My aunt used to make it with me when I was younger, and I made it last week and I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to make it again because I find baking very therapeutic. So I've got that, I've got a Hannah Montana episode ready to go, and I'm just going to make sure I've got all the ingredients and then we will start.
with you.
Ta-da!
Sorry.
So the cake is done. I watched some Hannah Montana whilst doing it, and now I'm going to read the Cheetah Girls 2, and then I'll probably read Wizards, and then finish on a Hannah book again. So yeah, we've got 3 books. It's 5 o'clock. I think we can smash these out today. The BAFTAs are on later, so I want to watch that, but I can easily read these at the same time. And yeah, here's Winnie. We've had their dinner, so they're all happy doggles. Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, there's Darren. Six o'clock, so I think I'm gonna ice that. I will keep watching some TV shows whilst I'm doing that. I'm gonna grate some chocolate over the top of it, and then I think we're gonna go walk the dogs. The BAFTAs, like I said, are on at 7, so we've recorded that. I've got to wash my hair and do that. I'm about halfway through the Cheetah Girls, and I don't really remember the second film, to be honest. Like, I remember bits of it, mainly the song bits, so I haven't really got anything to compare it to at the moment, like specific details. I probably will watch the film at some point, probably not today though. But yeah, enjoying it and getting into it. I feel like there's probably some things that they're explaining more so than what you see in the film, because they're trying to like recap things. But yeah, let's ice the cake. So here is the finished cake. I did put marshmallows on it this last time. I'm not sure I will do this time. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Just shaved some dark chocolate on the top. And yeah, we're gonna go walk the dogs, and then I can come back and sort my hair out, and then I can get focused on reading for the rest of the night. So I have finished the Cheetah Girls 2, and the BAFTAs has been and gone. We've had dinner, and yeah, I probably would give this like between 3 or 4 stars. I really did not remember the Cheetah Girls 2 like storyline, aside from the fact that obviously they go and perform in Barcelona. So yeah, I enjoyed sort of rereading it. I would like to see the film, because I do feel like some bits are probably obviously going to be more fleshed out in the film. But yeah, you definitely felt like sort of like anger and annoyance at... Yeah, Darren, I caught ya. You definitely feel sort of like the hatred and annoyance towards Lola, who is Marisol. Yeah, her mum. So yeah, that is like my 10th or 11th book, I'm not sure now. So it's 9 o'clock, so I'm not sure if I will end up reading both, but we're gonna try. And yeah, I'm gonna read the Wizards book next. This is the cake, and it's all a little bit ooey gooey. And yeah, we're gonna try it. It's got a little buttercream on top. And the Wizards book I'm reading is Oh Brother, and I think the first part is about genies, or how genies can trick you.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Nice.
Great. It's nice, thank you.
So I've just finished Oh Brother, a Wizards of Waverly Place book, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. I did enjoy it. The first part was... Gosh, how bad is my memory that I can't remember 5 minutes ago what I've read. In the first part we get about a genie that they unleash out of a lamp, and Alex obviously takes the genie and makes a wish, and she actually ends up making Justin basically disappear. So that was the first part, and then the second part is Alex would like her fun uncle to be her wizard teacher, but it doesn't turn out to be quite as good as she hoped. Meanwhile, Justin is getting some love letters from a mysterious admirer. So yeah, I would probably give this book 4 stars. And then the final one I've got to finish off this weekend is Crushtastic, a Hannah Montana one, and this actually is in super good condition. Like, the pages are really white and crisp, so I don't know how that's done so well over the years, but yeah, I'm going to read this, and then it's about 9:45, so I think I can do this tonight, and then I will give you sort of a summary of what I thought of the books and how this weekend went. I've just finished reading Crushtastic, and I love the Hannah books. The first part of this was the first episode where we see Dolly Parton as her godmother, and she comes and Miley has proclaimed her love for Jake and the drama that ensues with that. And then the second part is when they become a mascot, when Miley becomes the Pirate Pete mascot. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this, and getting to jump back into the nostalgic of some of these TV shows. That is me finished for the weekend, and I read all 12 books. I can't believe that, but I'm very pleased that I did. And you know, that is 12 books off of my TBR shelf, because I do have a lot. So I hope you enjoyed coming along for this little readathon weekend and feeling some nostalgic energy with these books and then their TV shows. If you want to see more of these, I definitely want to do them. So maybe I'll do like a Sabrina one, and I do want to do like a Hunger Games read with me one weekend. So yeah, I really enjoyed powering my way through these. Most of them were like 4 or 5 stars, which is great. There was a couple of 3-star ones in there. I would definitely recommend Lizzie McGuire and the Hannah Montana ones as my favourites. And it was cool to read the Camp Rock one. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss other future videos like this, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.